Hello everyone, how you doing? This is my very first, I think, Instagram live that I'm doing. On Facebook, it gets a little, I can't post on Facebook Live right now because I guess somebody was hating me. I don't know, whatever. But posted, like I said, I was being abusive or something like that. I don't know. But this is my very first Instagram Live. So therefore, if you... Oh, what's up, Lindsay? What's up, Lindsay? How you doing? Hey. Lindsay. Hey, baby. Man, yeah, so this is my first Instagram Live. So what I'm doing and what I continue to do, what I want to do, I'm taking everybody on this journey, right? It's just not about being an influencer in this industry as a black man that is also a nail tech, doing nails and pedicures, but also, you know, giving you all the inside and the ups and downs of what I'm going through. And challenges too, right? Because we sit in the industry, like for me, myself, it's definitely a woman-dominated industry. Definitely, Asian-dominated as far as, with all the Asians that's in this well and stuff like that. But from what I have been able to understand and gather is that there are very little black men that's in this industry. Black men doing nails, black men, and I'm gonna say black men that are straight, as myself, heterosexual, doing nails and feet, and kind of like what I get. So, first the question that I always get is why you pick this industry. Here's the reason why I picked the industry. For my sisters, for my beautiful black queens out there, we cannot, as men, as black men and melanated men, period, we can't sit here and Afro-Latino queens as well, whatever. I'm not trying to exclude anybody, but we can't sit here and say that, this is what's happening to our women, this is what happens to our people, being disrespected by Asians at these nail salons, not getting the type of service deserved, more of a rush service. The quality is okay, but we can't sit and complain if we're not putting the solution out there. So I begin to say, you know what, I'm going to become the solution. And in becoming the solution, I'm coming to Atlanta, Lindsay. Matter of fact, I'm on my way there to Decatur right now. Oh, you took your nails off for me? I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm coming to Decatur right now. I'll be there. I should be at the nail salon by 11:30. So yeah, I'll be in Decatur today. Today and tomorrow I'll be in Decatur. I may even come up here on Sunday because I was supposed to came to Decatur on Thursday, but I had a little trouble getting my day started. So, but I will be here today and Friday, Saturday, and I'm pushing to see if I'm gonna be here Sunday. If I don't got any clients down in Phoenix City that want to be seen, then I'm gonna be up here Sunday. So this is what I'm trying to do, and for everybody that gets on here, please share it. Please like my Instagram. Please go to my Instagram. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I believe in constructive criticism from my sisters and brothers. I have no problem with it. I have no problem with constructive criticism from anybody. So if it's something that you see that can be done better, let me know. Say in the comments, right? I'm not fragile to where I'm like, okay, well, I'm offended. No, I appreciate and I honor the constructive criticism of you saying, hey, this could be done better. This could be done better. Or I like this way, or I like it that way. Okay, I'm gonna see the address. It's look up South DeKalb Mall. Cause I'm driving, so I can't give you the address like I want to. I don't remember upstairs, but I know it's South DeKalb Mall, and I'm in the Salon Milan, Milan, Salon Milan, but South DeKalb Mall. When I stop at the mall, I'll make sure that first thing I do is send you an address to it. definitely come by and get those full sets done. Get your feet done by your man. So, and I'm saying this to okay, awesome. So, just so people don't think it's just one thing I do taxes. So I'm talking about taxes. But most on this channel right here, all I'm talking about most is nails. Majority of stuff I'm gonna talk about is nails. And every once in a while I give you a rundown. CDLs, I drive trucks as well. I'm a truck driver. Doing taxes, doing nails, painting, and I do painting as well. And I do a little landscaping also, stuff in there. So multiple things. I know I do logistic work as far as running warehouses, inventory, retired military also. So this is why I chose the nail industry. I think it kind of like chose me, right? Because I see that a lot of times our sisters, what's up sis? My big sis out there. What's up Vanessa? So I chose this industry particularly for this reason right here, because as a black man, as a man period, I see that a lot of times our women are not being treated with respect. Our people are not being treated with a lot of respect when they go to Asian nail salons, right? And I'm not gonna knock them. Their quality work is okay, you know, but it's more of a rush service. You're more looked at as a dollar. That's it. And a lot of times they view us as African Americans as liquidity. Means that all we are is people to come get money from. Because we do support a lot of other races and ethnicities, but as far as African Americans, we don't turn around and support each other. Right? So good morning, big sis. So a lot of what we end up doing, or it seems like, is that we end up elevating Asians in this industry. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. This is I want to say it's a 5.6 billion would it be dollar industry a year. $5.6 billion industry. That's the nail industry by itself. $5.6 billion industry. How many African American owners do we have of salons? Are we owning the distribution, the manufacturing? Are we owning those areas right there as well? And then we talk about the beauty industry, or we want to tap over to that. How many beauty supply stores do we own? We have a lot of Asians that own beauty supply stores, but they don't know shit about black people here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, ain't no black woman or man wants no Asian getting their hair cut, getting their hair done. That's just not gonna happen, because it's a cultural thing for us. It's a connection thing for us, right? So I don't mind a challenge, and I don't have no problem competing. So I went to school 7 months, Rivertown in Columbus, Georgia. And I give them a shout out on the sense where I went. One day I opened my own nail school. But went there, got certified. First thing people ask me when I'm doing a nail is, do I know what I'm doing? And I look at them, and I don't get offended. I don't get offended, because I look and I realize that I'm unique. I'm like a black unicorn with a brown unicorn sitting on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm very unique right now. So people they're not used to seeing it, and they question it, which I don't mind that. I have no problem with that. So as people question it, I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. The other thing that I do see, that I do understand too, is that there's skepticism in there, right? Can you really do nails? Can you know? So I do the nails. Now, I'm going to be honest and say this like this. Everything that you do, me as a nail tech, I'm going to tell you, some people may like the work. I might be like, no, I don't like that. And I have literally done somebody's nails and be like, nope, I don't like them. Take them all off. And they be like, no, I like the design. I say, no, I don't like it. I'm going to take, and it's been kind of like a little back and forth between me and the customer. I'm like, I don't like it. It don't look like my best work. And they like, I like them. They nice. I'm going to pay you. I'm about to go. You know, and I get like that sometimes where I want to be perfect, because I just want to be able to give my queens and black women, period, black women, little girls, everything, the absolute best service. And here's my thing for me. My name is Mr. Hospitality. So I'm all about hospitality. I'm all about being able to service somebody, take care of somebody. That goes even back for, you know, I'm retired military as well. So servitude and serving is just, you know, it's in me. So I want to be able to, always offer the best service, but you ain't gotta sit here and pay these enormous crazy prices for the best service, right? I believe in queen service without outstanding prices. But I also believe in the quality of service, and I believe in taking my time. Now, I know that some people come to me and they're like, well, why is it an hour and a half? Why is it because I'm taking my time? I'm not just throwing it on here, throwing something together. And because, now here's the thing too. A lot of times what's looked at when it comes down to our culture, African Americans, is that as long as it's presented nice, we accept anything. We accept abuse from people because we're a culture that's always trying to forgive others. That goes back into our history, all the way back into slavery, of how we need to forgive our oppressor and all that stuff. And that's just, but we're changing that shit, right? We're changing a lot of them ideas and those old thought patterns. But the forgiveness part of things. So here's the two things that I want black women to also understand why they're on here, right? I'm always trying to do something, sis. I'm always trying to do something. So, when you go to Asian Nail Salon, number one, MMA products. If you put, now MMA products is outlawed. That's just state anyway. State board. You can't use MMA products because they actually damage the nail. Now they good in being adhesive to the nail, but what happens is that they damage your nails. They tear your nails up. They make your nails look deformed, make them weak as well. So that's why when you pull them off, sometimes your nails, your nails get very weak and they start having ridges in them, right? So MMA products is outlawed. You're not supposed to use them. Another thing you're not supposed to use either is cheese graters, right? Cheese graters, and the name by itself lets you know what it's for. A cheese grater is for cheese, ladies. I'm telling you across the board. I don't care what salon. And here's the thing about it: Asian salons were intentionally damaging your feet because your feet. And my channel is also about education as well. So it's an educational channel. I'm gonna be doing classes as well. I'm gonna be people want to come get one-on-one tutors and stuff like that. I'm gonna be doing those also. I do reflexology as well. You want to come get one-on-one tutors on that as well. It's a good technique to be able to circulation of your feet and your blood and stuff like that. And I can tell sometimes what's going on with people in their body from the way their feet is, right? So we'll talk about that also as well. We'll go on with that too. My landing page, I don't have it yet, but it's in the works of being done. So I'm gonna have a landing page where you can book for my landing page. You can also see all the services that I offer and the price on the landing page, as well as the videos of my tutors as well on the landing page, and classes I'll be holding, and what I'm doing now, talking to you. So back to what I was saying. When you use a cheese grater on the foot to take down the callus, here's the problem with a cheese grater. A cheese grater makes very small cuts, right? So while you're taking down that callus, what you don't recognize is these people are doctors. It doesn't take much. A small cut in the foot, you may not even feel it. Right? But a lot of times what I have seen, just in being a professional already, multiple women coming in with the bottom of their feet black spots in their feet, in the bottom of their feet, or the bottom of their feet have that hard callus to it, or the callus breaking up in areas like that. And what happens is that small cut, you put your sock on, your feet sweat, bacteria. You're in a shoe or a sock or whatever, dark place. It's moist, it's heated, bacteria starts to grow. That bacteria starts to grow faster than you even realize, right? Now, it's in your feet. And that bacteria, when you look at a lot of people's feet, a lot of women's feet, your feet is thick with callus. Two reasons. Number one, because your body has been injured, right? There's a certain amount of skin that should be on the bottom of your feet anyway, because that's the protection of your feet. It shouldn't be shaved down to the point to where you got to walk out the place tiptoe and your feet hurt. That's not cute. I've seen that women smile and think it's cute. Oh, girl, my feet so sore. Oh, they did a good job. No, that's not a good job. That's not a good job. They just cut into your feet. They cut into the naturalness of your feet, and you think they're doing a good job, and what's really happening is that they've damaged your feet. So now, when it comes back, when your feet heals, it's the callus is coming back twice as strong. It has to. That's the way body protecting itself, saying, okay, well, I'm going to grow a thicker callus. So you see that all the time, right? In anybody's feet where there's a thick callus on the bottom of it, that's a damaged area. The body's damaged. So it says I'm going to grow a thicker callus to protect myself, right? So these women go back and they get this thick callus, and they get all this callus pulled off their feet, and they think they really get a good job. What's actually happening is that they're damaging your feet again. It's a routine for them to, one, you got to come back to them every 2 weeks to get your feet done, because the callus can go back just that fast, just that thick, right? These are tricks and these are not even tricks. These are just malpractices within the industry that I'm exposing that I don't do. I use a file, whether it's on your callus, whatever. I file down the callus. One, I'm strong enough to file down the callus, and two, it doesn't take. It takes some work, but it's worth it. Your body's worth it. The health of your skin is worth it. The health of your foot is worth it. The health of your circulation is worth it. Do you know that every organ in your body, there's a connection in your feet to every organ in your body? Every organ in your body connected in your feet, right? I've helped people relieve stress levels, help people relieve swelling in their body, swelling in their feet, swelling in their legs, just by massaging their feet. The circulation, right? Different parts, and stuff. I'm not claiming I'm a doctor. No, I'm not a doctor, but I know techniques that help with circulation, help relieve stress, help relieve pressure, and really get your feet right? So, back to again. This practice of scraping your feet with a cheese grater, it's outlawed too, because guess what? When that bacteria gets in your feet and it begins to form, now your feet is infected. And that's why you get that women sometimes that other crust on the bottom of their feet that is a callus, but now the callus is dark, it's black. Or sometimes, depending on what's going on, it's brown. We don't never want to be green, because that color, that gangrene color is, and get into your skin. This is the reason, another reason why don't let them use a cheese grater, because bacteria can get into your bloodstream. And once it gets your bloodstream, gangrene, right? Now you're in fear of maybe losing your damn foot, right? Or getting a piece of that foot cut off from the bottom like that, which should never happen. These are all practices that shouldn't be done a cheese grater. So don't let them use no cheese grater on your feet, right? Period. And I constantly see it time and time again. Another thing, ladies, I like to say this, and I know some ladies like to look. When you're using acrylic, I don't necessarily like to use acrylic on people's toes. Some people like the acrylic toes, and but I sit and I advise them as well. Here's why you don't use acrylic on the toes. Well, I wouldn't make it a regular practice, right? Acrylic, it doesn't allow your nail to breathe the way it needs to, or to grow the way it needs to. And then also, guess what? When you get that acrylic on your feet, on your toe like that, dirt gets in our feet. So even when you're taking a shower, this acrylic is false on your toes, right? That dirt getting those little areas in your feet. And I've seen it time and time again. And that bacteria, because you're not washing your feet, you can't wash your feet, because now you got this acrylic on there, and the areas that you really need to get into as far as clean out your feet, you're not doing it. So now bacteria starts to grow. Your nail becomes infected. Black and brown. Now, understand, black people, we have, sometimes our toenails turn brown because our skin color is like that anyway. But you know what I mean? That black and brown, as you can clearly see, right? And you can see that nail is either deformed, or it's splitting, or it is not growing the way it should. And there's an obvious reason for that too, right? Because now you have fungus in your toenail, right? Yeah, fungus in your toenail. And clearly you can see fungus in your toenail because that toenail starts to crumble. Like when you pull some, what are these people doing? Drive. Right? And you're going to get over just in front of you, just go slower. Well, so that the toenail starts to crumble. And as that toenail begins to crumble, This is as that toenail. Hold on one second. Okay, all right. So now as that toenail begins to crumble, you have fungus in your toenail. And ladies, what I would tell you is go to a podiatrist and have the whole toenail taken out by a podiatrist, by a licensed doctor. I'm not a licensed doctor. And let it and take that fungus off everything. Let the toenail, maybe 4 months maybe, and let that toenail grow back. But what I see is women like to take the fungus. They want you to put acrylic over it because it's summertime. They want to have their feet out, want to look cute, want to know what's name. And I'm like, okay, but I don't try to do anything without first telling them, hey, this is why you need to make it a better way, or do it in a better way, or whatever like that. You know, get this stuff cleaned out. Now there is things I do use. I can't say my methods, but I do use certain methods to help kill that fungus in your toe. But I also tell you like this: I drill down that toenail to the best possible way I can. Try to clip off a lot of that fungus that you got going on, respectfully and safely. Doing it in the safe way. I'm not allowed to cut into your skin. I'm not a doctor, so I can't cut into your skin. But I can take that toenail down to the lowest possible level that I possibly can and do the best I can as far as killing that fungus. But I'm going to still tell you, and like I tell all my clients, go to a podiatrist, get the toenail taken off. I understand women like their toes look good, they want to feel embarrassed, but you know what? Hey, listen. It's better to go through a couple weeks of feeling that way. You ain't got to be embarrassed by anything. It's better to do that than to go ahead and possibly end up getting a damn blood infection from this bacteria in your blood. Now we're looking at maybe you losing your damn toe. Possible, depending on how far along that infection go in your bloodstream. All these things I do is to keep you having a blood infection, right? That fungus on the surface, on the nail, yeah, the nail gonna crumble, the nail gonna break. I can clearly see it. It's different colors. It's fungus. And as I'm taking it off, I can see it all the way. It's fungus because the fungus is growing up underneath it. But the one thing I got to do as well is let you know that, hey, a podiatrist, what you need to do, and the best I can do is drill that toe down. Drill that toenail down. And I do the acrylic toenail. I do it. Don't mind doing it. I do the acrylic toenail. But I tell them also, your toenail is not going to grow. Even a healthy nail not going to grow like it should under acrylic, because acrylic keeps it from breathing, right? But I do that. So for ladies, for these acrylic toenails you like doing, I would tell you also, if you get acrylic toenails, you need to be soaking your feet at least twice a week. I mean a real good soak. Soak your feet, so that way you get the dirt underneath the nails and all that stuff out from underneath there, that bacteria, before you come to the nail, before you come to get your pedicures done. Which, I mean, even sitting there, I'll still pick all that bacteria out for you, that dirt and stuff like that as well. But just so in case while you're at home by yourself or whatever you're doing, you're not potentially putting yourself at risk of where you're going to infect your own toe. Because all it takes is a little cut, and that bacteria gets in there. And that's it. It starts to grow even faster now, right? Because so we don't definitely want that. Now I do healthy. Something I do is I do a lot of healthy talking to my clients, man. And here's the reason why. Because women, I understand beauty. And I like to look beautiful. But healthy and beautiful is better than being unhealthy and beautiful, right? Just because something look a certain way, if you give the body time, the body will repair itself, right? So that goes for your nails too. If you got thin nails, do not put acrylic on thin nails. It doesn't make it any better. And I know I'm talking, and I'm just gonna share this. And I know, people going, oh, I'll put it on there anyway. You have the right to do what you want to do with your body. But here's the reason why: your nails need to grow. They need to strengthen. If you're smothered with acrylic, which is not breathable, it's not gonna allow your nails to grow. Your nails is a living organ. It lives, right? It lives. So it needs to be able to breathe and grow and get that type of moisture and the oil that it needs to get. When you smother with that acrylic, a lot of that's not happening. That's why your nails are not growing. And if you have brittle nails or weak nails or these ridge nails, then you're not doing your nails any good. Now I do use gel. because it's a lot different. It allows the nail to still grow, and it's healthy for the nail. I like using gel more than I like using anything else because one, is better for the nail, and two, I'll tell you this process too. It's a healthier process in taking off. 3, acrylic. A lot of times you're gonna go to nail techs and they're gonna drill you. You're gonna go, and I tell people already. I say I don't want to. That's my first thing I tell them. I don't want to drill you. No, I don't want to drill you. I don't want to drill your nail. Some nail techs will drill you all the way down to the bare of your nail. Drill you until they see nail and drill all the way down. I don't like to do that because you only have so many layers on your nail as it is already, and a lot of times you can't really tell once you get close enough the nail from the acrylic because if you're using clear, sometimes you can't tell. If you're using white or whatever like that, you can tell, but acrylic can't tell. And then also, it doesn't take much for that drill to take off a layer of your nail plate, right? So I don't. I'm bored. So I don't want that to happen. So I'd rather soak you off. And this is my process. My process only. I'm not telling nobody else what to do. I take out the top coat. If I'm doing acrylic, I find out where your nail is at, and I drill down, not close to your nail, but I drill down close enough to where the soak won't take long. So when I start soaking you, I'm gonna soak you off the rest of that anyway. I'm not drilling you. And people have got mad with me and want to get up and leave. I'm like, okay, that's your body. But I'm gonna do the best practice. I know that's gonna be best for you. I'm not doing something that's gonna be quick for you just so I can earn a buck, just so I can earn money. And what you're gonna get out here a lot of times in Asian nail salons, they're gonna drill you down because they're all about speed. The faster they get you out the seat, the next person come in, because all you are to them is a dollar sign. They don't care about the health of your nails, health of your skin, moisturize your skin, talk to you about the skin. And a lot of times, they know very little about African-American skin in the first place. So all they care about is your dollar. And that's what I want us to get away from, is realizing that we're much more than just a dollar. Allow me as a nail tech to take care of you the way I'm supposed to. 1, because of my job. 2, because you're my sister. Right? And that goes for every black woman, Latino, you're my sister. So when you sit down in my chair, I see my sister sitting there. And my black women, I definitely see, because like if my mom was sitting there, my mom was sitting in that chair, I wouldn't do nothing to hurt my mom. I'm not gonna, go through my mom rest in peace. But I wouldn't do nothing to hurt my mom, Evelyn. And I wouldn't hurt her, nothing like that. And it'd be like me hurting my mom. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a buck off my mom just to hurt her. So that's how I see every woman that sits in my chair. This is my mother. This is an image of my mother, or this is another woman. So will I hurt my mother? Will I drill my mother down? No. I'm not gonna drill my mother down. I'm gonna drill it down close enough, or enough to where I can soak off the rest of that gel. Rest of that acrylic, and that's what's gonna be it, right? Gel. The thing I do with gel, me personally, I take off your top coat on the gel and I soak it. I soak it because gel it's strong, but when you start drilling, it isn't that strong. And it ain't like you got to put a lot of layers on gel to make it look nice anyway. So it's already kind of thin in a sense. So I soak off gel. I will soak you off if I'm doing your nails. Healthy. It's just a healthy procedure. It's a better procedure. It does take longer, but it's healthier for your nails. And a lot of times, man, I'm telling you, when you get these, you'll find out as you keep going that you're gonna want to start growing your nails, and your nails ain't growing the way they want them to, because you allow your nails to be damaged so much, so where now the process of trying to make them heal is gonna take a little longer for them to heal the right way. You gotta keep shaping them, keep them moist, keep moisturized, keep your cuticles moisturized, your nails moisturized, keep making sure they file right, and then eventually it'll repair itself, it'll heal, it'll grow stronger. So those are some of the things 3 things I definitely want women to understand. And I offer, of course I do foot massages. I do reflexology massages on the foot, which helps with your circulation. Reflexology helps with your circulation. Which way you going, man? You put a turn on. And it helps with the circulation in your foot, the blood flow in your body, your organs as well. A lot of times, drink water. Please drink water, because you can tell some sometimes within the feet that your organs are dehydrated. Not that anything wrong with your organ, just that dehydrated. Don't drink a lot of soda and stuff. Drink more water so that way you're constantly nourishing and your organs that way, which is better for you. So I don't necessarily tell my clients to drink water, but I just tell them, just give them a little tip on far as being a little healthier when it comes down to their body, right? That makes sense. The leg massages also help with circulation and stuff like that. And I see a lot of women come in and y'all have your toes are like this. Your toes are like this. Now naturally, your toes are supposed to spread, right? If you put your foot down and your toes don't spread, that means because the muscles in your feet, the tissue in your feet, so tight to where now I got your toes crunched up. And a lot of times this is where you're gonna get form the bunions or form the deformity in the way the toes are going because they get so tight, right? And also your feet hurt because it's so tight underneath your feet and stuff like that, especially within your arch areas and stuff like that. Your arch and your heel, where your sciatic nerve part go down to as well. So all these areas right here are very important. And when I'm doing your feet, I break all that up. Yes, it only hurts for a second, but it feels so much better once it's done because breaking that tissue up allows the muscles in your feet also and all that to loosen up. And so your feet go from here to here. And when I see the toes open up, then I know that that's the process of what I'm doing is working and continues. Like I tell them, you gotta keep coming back to me, so I keep doing it. Now I got some things in store. I got my leg massager, leg and foot massage machine I do for my pedicures. Then I also have for when I'm doing manicures, a little something special for my clients that sit there as well. That I do. So you gotta DM me to find out what is it I do personally. I want to put on the video and then somebody pick up what I do. Copy me. But those are just some of the techniques and stuff that I do that try to make the service better, more healthier, more respectful, and let you know that I care more about a quality of service and doing it the right way than just making sure that it look nice and rushing you out of there. And so I thank you all for listening to me. I'm about to pull up to the mall, baby. I'm up here in Decatur, Georgia. If you're in Decatur, I'm here in Decatur. I'll start coming to Decatur Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Come up here to Decatur, Georgia, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But hit me up regardless. Decatur, Georgia, Atlanta area, whatever. And like I say, I'm gonna be traveling. So I'm gonna touch down to Chicago, network with some people in Chicago, sit down in Chicago, come up there and do nails in Chicago. My sister does hair, who's on here, Vanessa Broadway. She does hair. So, sis, I'm gonna come, grab your clients, do their feet. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I just believe that doing it together, man. We can just. I'm gonna call you, sister. I'm gonna call my sister. But it's just a process of where we're able to take this and do more with it and show our people that instead of our dollar always going out to everybody else, we have the services to do the same thing, and we take better care of you because we know each other. We know our skin. We know some of the issues that we go through and stuff like that. And then also, we're not gonna sit there and talk about you in another language. We're gonna talk about you. Period. Everything we do is professional. But if we got something to say to you, we're gonna say it respectfully in sister and brother, brotherly way. So that way you understand that everything we're talking about is coming from a position of love, right? So I thank you all for listening to me. Please share this live because this whole I'm gonna have eventually I'm gonna have my website. I think I'm probably doing a website first anyway, but doing my website. I'm gonna be selling my products on the website, selling hair on the website as well. The classes, the one-on-one classes that I'll be putting together will be also you can be able to book appointments off my website as well. And I do mobile as well, which means that I will come to I almost gave away a secret, but I will come to your home, your establishment, or whatever, and do your pedicure, manicure as well, which makes it more convenient for you. Why? Because I hustle, baby. I'm from Chicago, baby. I hustle. But because I just believe in taking things to another level, and like I said, I don't mind competing. So, I love you. Love all y'all. I love you, big sis. Love you very much. I'm gonna give you a call here in about maybe like an hour once I finish setting up. Talk to you. I ain't heard your voice in a minute. I need to talk to you, see how you doing. You all have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye. It's your boy, Mr. Hospitality. Hit me on the Instagram. Oh, I don't know. Okay. This is becoming strange. I don't know how. Okay, now you know it's strange now when don't know how to stop the Instagram. Okay. I know people looking. They're like, hey, I'm not logged on Instagram. But I don't know if I could, let's see. It's live, but I'm not live no more. Well, it'll stop once I get to the position where I can't stop. I don't know what's going on. I can't, let me see. I'm acting like the old people now. Like, I can't do. Okay, that's the stop button. But where to stop it? Okay, that's that part. I guess I don't know how to stop this thing. Let me see. Okay. Guess you just have to stop it all.